Hello, friends! Welcome back to Crits and Knits. Look, we have viewers. It's exciting. How's everyone doing today?
We're not going to talk about how Jamie is doing.
Everything is beautiful and peachy in the world, Danny.
I don't know if I need it to get back to my company.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. You're going to see a puppy head here every once in a while. I have a very needy dog today, so
Hi, puppy.
we're gonna do the first part of the show at least with her in my lap and see how it goes. But hey, have people been crafting and knitting and making stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eh, eh. Okay.
So I'll go first. I don't remember if my cuddle puddle was off of the needles
It
last
was
time.
not.
It wasn't.
Okay, well, it is off of the needles.
I love
It
that.
needs to be blocked and whatnot, but
So
it is
pretty.
so much fun. It's
Yeah.
2 skeins of yarn, 2 full skeins, and then I had a lot of fun doing the I-cord bind off.
Yes. It takes a
which
bajillion
was-
years, but it's so
Yeah.
pretty.
I was-
I-cords take a bajillion years, like
Yes.
Yeah,
insanity.
yeah, and yeah. So I just put something on. I don't know if I put on TV or on a podcast or something, and listened to it for an hour and a half while I bound off 75,000 bazillion stitches in I-cord,
Yep.
and it's great. So I need to block it, and then it will be ready to be gifted to my mother probably.
Yay.
That was my
Oh,
plan on
sweet.
that. So yes, sweet for that. And so now with that off the needles, I went to my backup project, my carry along project, which
Ooh.
is the sockhead cowl.
Are you
Which
already on the
is-
ribbing up there?
Well, no, it's
What she
it's
said.
just bunched up.
Okay. I got excited.
See what you did there, DB. Yeah. And I'm glad it got you excited there.
Perverts.
So- yeah, so ribbing on the bottom and then tons of stockinette. It's just a tube. There's still about
Okay.
20
Lots left.
grams. No, actually, this is probably, I think, about 35 grams left.
Okay.
So maybe not quite 2/3 of the way done. But now that it is the primary thing I'm working on, I'm getting some good progress on it. It's a lot of fun, and it will be fun when it's done. And then finally, I've been working on my cross stitch that I showed last time. Got a little bit farther on.
Great.
I'm
Nice.
fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Yep.
Everything. And so yeah, I'm finishing up on the flower there, which is really fun, really
I like
pretty.
it.
Yes, that is my crafting.
Well, all right. Anyone else?
I-
Anyone?
I'm gonna put my second eyes on so I can see
Continue
to
the
stab my
cross-stitching.
stitches
Yep.
again.
I have been working on the never-ending scarf.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know you love it. I have to go back one line because I fucking fucked up with counting, but whatever.
Numbers are
I
hard.
was at it. I was also adding.
I know a
orchestra-
lot of numbers.
Stop, Greg. But I also
53.
I was at a concert when I was trying to do this, and I was trying to show my friend because she was like, "Oh, I think I want to get into knitting," and I went, "Well," and
Don't
she was
scare
like,
them off.
"No, I wasn't." She
Okay.
was like, "I just don't understand," and I went, "Oh, let me show you a little bit."
Ah, okay.
But she wants to do things like sweaters, and I'm like, "Listen, I can get you." Funny enough, her name is also Danielle. So she was like, "Hey," I was like, "If you want to learn like more garment stuff, I could probably get you in contact with my friend Danny, and y'all could learn. Gonna learn today." But so I did finish this pretty
Ooh.
pink, and now we're into the red and yellow, and
Nice.
the scarf is taller than I am now. Who's gonna wear it? Don't know. Probably just me.
Nothing wrong with that.
On top of that, I also ordered another advent calendar, but I will not be making the same mistakes as I made with this one. But so this is the only thing that I've really been working on besides writing. Yeah, because I went to Dragon Con while you guys were
Yay.
all here.
Playing.
And yeah, and setting things on fire.
We didn't set anything
Not
on
us.
fire. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh. They met an old man who has stories to rival Erasmus, but
I mean, we're old people. Isn't that what we do?
yes. But no one does it quite like Erasmus, except
No.
maybe Gabriel.
Oh, no,
He's
I just
trying.
meant meeting old people,
Oh.
not stories. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. hopefully I need to, like I said, I need to go backwards because I've miscounted.
73, 18.
I'm gonna beat you up, Greg. Next
So,
next month.
several
Next month.
states separate us currently.
Not in like a month, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Soon we'll be
Amy's magic.
close.
Don't worry, she'll take care of things.
I believe that.
I see the blanket E.
I have the blanket. I did not get very far. I finished
Oh,
the orange and the yellow, and now I'm on a light brown.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
very fall,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
but I've been having trouble concentrating, so
Mood.
it hasn't been happening.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a lap full of dogs, but I'm going to try this anyway. I've been working on some stuff. So I too have been working on some cross stitch, and I'm making some good progress here. This is going to say
Oh.
I used my bonus action to cry.
That's a free action. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
I really kind of like I use my Nusse.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
I use my Nusse.
That sounds really dirty. I
It does.
like it.
It does.
Wink.
But yeah, I've been very much enjoying this project. I really like the patterns. They're so easy to read. So very excited about that. Put that aside. I finished.
Can I interrupt you about the patterns too? Because they are so easy to read. Because
Yes,
we're
we're
doing it
from
from
the
the
same
same designer, and I have a tablet that I use
Mhm.
for my stuff, and so I put all my stuff on the PDF, and the PDF on here, and I can cross things out, and I can zoom in and out,
Yes.
and it's
so fantastic.
so I feel so decadent in my cross stitching now.
Right.
Never in my life have
Like
I felt.
it's so easy compared
Yeah.
to having that the paper chart that you have to like bring
Yeah.
real close, and it's always
Oh.
symbols. Like this one does symbols, but she also has color charts,
Right,
and I
right.
find the color chart so much easier to look at than the symbols.
Yeah. Yeah,
because
my
the symbols
tablet's
are-
just monochrome, so but if I used one that was a color, I would feel the same. But like, I learned when I was a kid, my mom taught me, and we had like the metal thing, and you put the paper in the magnet, and but now here I can zoom in, so I only need my glasses for the actual stitching. I can read the pattern because I
Yeah.
can make the things. Oh, thank you for letting me interrupt you to
Yeah,
to
no,
rave about
it's
that.
fantastic. I've actually been working on mine. It sits by my computer desk down here, because I have been working on this while I've been playing Baldur's Gate, because they're little loading screens, and it takes a minute or so to load some things, and so I'll just get a couple of stitches in while things are loading, or while characters start talking, and I'll stitch while they talk. It's been a nice little fill-in thing. But
I just said villain thing.
Me too.
fill in. I
I heard you and understood you.
finished the Oakley's shawl, and it
Ooh.
blocked like it was supposed to.
It blocked out so nice.
Blocking is magic, and I love it so much. And Lauren is so excited about it, so I'm very excited to get this mailed off to her. But I really did want to share it with you guys once before I sent it. So it's been waiting, but I am so happy with it. And there's so much. The frill at the bottom is not as frilly as I had hoped, because of the amount of stretch needed to get it into the half circle. But it's still definitely more frilly than the part above it. And the look is there, and I'm just so happy with it. So,
Looks really good.
and I used almost 4 entire skeins of the Woolstock Light, so about 200 grams. And yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Good.
And I finished another project that I'm not going to show because it is a gift for a friend who sometimes tunes in. And he said he didn't want any hints about what it was that I was making for his kids. So, but I have finished one thing, and I'm about halfway through another thing. And for one of the things, I'm using more of the Woolstock Light, which like I said, I'm using that for a lot of stuff lately. But for the other, I bought some Malabrigo Rios, and I forgot just how decadent that yarn is. It is so soft and so squishy, and just oh, a dream to work with.
Shit.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to be very sad when I'm done making it. But I'm probably going to buy more of that yarn to make, I don't know what, but I'm going to make something else with it because it is just so perfect. So there's that. And then since I finished one thing for the Chromatic Academy group, I've started designing another thing. And I'm going to have to redo it because this was supposed to lay flat and I clearly mathed the math wrong. So I've got to take out a section to make it lay flat. But it's going to be the base of a stuffed animal. One of the characters has a tiny little elf owl companion.
Oh.
And it just sits in her hair. So I am using this super fuzzy, this is Loops and Threads Heathered Tweed. And it is, it's a chainette yarn. So like it's a stitched, it's like a knit tube that has fluff injected into it. And so I'm using this brown and a cream color. And that's going to be this little owl. I've got the eyes already. And I'm debating whether I want to take the base when I'm done and sew a barrette onto it. So it's a hair clip owl. So she can wear it in her hair like her character does. I'm kind of leaning towards that. I think that would be kind of adorable. But, yeah, clearly I mathed wrong because, like I said, this is supposed to sit flat like this, but I have too many sections. It got anemone-ish.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to fix that. That's why I started with the base, so that I could mess around with it and fix it.
If you make the barrette removable, she can have the best of both worlds.
That is true. That is true. The other thing I might do is stitch the barrette in, but then do some little bits of I-cord to cover the edges of it and make it look like the owl's feet. So even when it's not in her hair, it's got little feet.
I love it.
We have thoughts. We have many thoughts about this.
And the shawl that you shared, that was your original design as well, right?
It is. And I am in the process of converting it from my notes, which are actually still kind of pretty. This was another one.
Your notebook is so pretty.
I'm enjoying making my notes look nice and happy for me. So I'm
your notes make
that.
me jealous.
Converting that
good,
to
Greg.
A printed format. And I will be looking for test knitters soon. So if anyone out there is a knitter and wants to test knit the Oakley's shawl and have your own little half pie shawl, Molly, goodness. Just stick around, poke in the Crits and Knits Discord, and I will be soliciting testers there first. You guys get first dibs if you'd like. So.
Molly knit? Molly seems very excited about
Molly
it.
does not knit, but Molly is a very good girl who has been knit upon since puppyhood. And she will sit in my lap and let me have a shawl or a blanket or a sweater just draped across her, yarn trailing over her head. It just lets it happen. She does not play with my yarn. She does not play with sweaters or anything knit. She's just happy to be in my lap and let me knit all over her. So. Which is probably the best thing you can ask for in a pet if you're a knitter.
If you're a knitter, right?
Mm-hmm. I've seen the results of DB's Molly having fun with yarn as DB looks up with that look in her eye. Yeah. So.
Oh, she's counting. I should share my numbers.
She's gonna kill you.
I could tell.
Put him on mute. Put him on mute.
Fuck off.
She finished.
She's not responding. Oh, her lips are moving. I see the counting happening.
Don't make me mute you, Greg. Oh,
No,
and now Molly's getting excited.
I love to joke about knowing all the numbers, but I am legitimately scared of DB. So
honestly, with
Well,
how
you
much
should be.
as much corporate rage as I have right now, it's probably a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Has anyone got
Greg's-
plans for future knitting?
I should probably get started on Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, someone posted that it's 15 weeks till Christmas now. And
Can't
I
even
don't like
think about
that sort of
No,
number.
no. It's 67 weeks till Christmas.
I like that, yes. Ah, yeah. Well, we do
I don't know what I'll do this year.
Oh,
Oh,
you'll
go
do
ahead.
something.
Well,
What have you done in the past?
I've done. Well, this was when I was working at the other location. I did non-denominational wintertime holiday socks.
Ah.
I did little crocheted wreaths,
Mhm.
and I did crocheted snowflakes.
Okay.
Aw.
The snowflakes I dipped in like water and Mod Podge to like stiffen them and put a little glitter on there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
Those were good. I could do those again. I also found a pattern for like a little Christmas tree
Aw.
shape. Oh, I did birds one year, but that was just for my department that I was in rather than the whole store.
Yeah. I did Christmas balls. I found a pattern from I don't remember who, but it was a pattern to make basically covers for the little round Christmas
Oh yeah,
balls.
I've seen that.
I've done a couple of those. I got the pattern I've done a Wonder Woman one. So I have a Wonder Woman Christmas ball.
It's from LexiCorp Knits.
Yes, LexiCorp Knits. And then I used just some self-striping yarn that I dyed and made ornaments for my nieces with their names embroidered on.
Aw.
So they all have those, and that was fun. And I've got a whole bag of balls still upstairs that I have not knit covers for. So I need to.
You just
can't-
realized you said bag of balls, didn't you?
Well, and I was about to
That
say
need
that
covers.
I need to knit covers for my balls, but that's just
Absolutely.
You don't want your balls getting cold, so.
This is true.
The things
Blue
are the
balls.
depths of the mature content section of Ravelry.
yes. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. If you're ever really bored and don't mind using some eye bleach, go visit the the mature section of Ravelry because
There's some things.
there's some things.
There are some things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just realized I need to knit a dice bag before Saturday.
Oh,
Okay, you got it. It's only Wednesday.
can do
You
it.
got time. You got like 2.5 days.
Do I? Because,
Yeah.
like, corporate crying starts at 7:30 tomorrow morning.
Eh.
I'm going to tell
That's-
everybody this. I tell everybody this always. If work makes you cry, make sure it's on the fucking clock.
Yes. Yes. I like that attitude.
do other things on the clock too. Do not wait for your lunch break to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
No.
never.
Mm-mm.
Need to take the dog out? Take the fucking dog out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, Danny, I knitted a Batman from the LexiCorp
nice.
balls years ago. You know, and so I got that, and I have the Wonder Woman kit. I have not done that yet, and I knitted a Superman too, I think, and I have another Batman kit that I was going to knit for a friend. I love those patterns and balls and stuff.
Yeah.
I could be that friend, Greg.
You can be that friend.
Yes,
you
I
like
love
you like the
Bat-
Batman.
I do like the Batman.
You like the Batman? Oh,
I
that's
like
how
it.
old people say it.
The Batman.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good to know.
Yes.
Yeah. We can make that happen. There's enough of us that do this whole like knitting thing. We can.
So my two friends who knit things that are like sweater like, I do have a request for whenever you
Yes.
have time. I want a Freddy Krueger sweater, but they never make them in my size, and it's just a striped sweater.
But it's got black in it.
No, it's
no,
green.
green?
It's dark green. Yep.
Even I knew that.
Oh. Yeah.
But it's still a dark green, which is a nightmare.
Fair enough.
We need to teach some of you younger folks how to knit with dark colors and knit sweaters.
I'm sorry.
Lighted
Sweaters
needles.
are intimidating.
Okay, So I have not. Well, I have not knitted an adult sweater. I've knitted several child sweaters, but they don't have to be intimidating. It's just a lot of knitting. I mean, there's a lot of stitches in them, but I mean, you're doing that already.
Yeah,
Uh,
look at the number of
but
stitches you put in
if
that scarf.
exactly,
Listen,
It's-
this is so easy though.
Right.
a stockinette in the round sweater is also so easy. But if you're concerned
has-
about like the sweater techniques, make a little sweater ornament. Like I know Susan B. Anderson and
Yes.
several other people have ornaments, and like I made a sweater ornament, and it's fun, and you can hang it on your tree or whatever you want to hang things on. I made mine out of white yarn, and I cut off a piece of like a T-shirt, and I wrote "ho ho ho" on it, and I said it was my Die Hard Christmas sweater
As one does.
because he's like, I got a machine gun, and it's great. I love that. I love that ornament. But it has all the techniques for like doing the sleeve shaping, the neck shaping, and all of the stuff that you do. It's just on a dozen stitches instead of hundreds or whatever.
I'm going to go grab my baked potato.
Your pizza?
Ooh.
Your pizza? Your pizza
Yeah.
potato? Pizza
Yeah,
tater?
pizza tater.
Pizza tighter.
Oh. Well, if it makes anyone feel better, I had pizza for dinner, so
I haven't had dinner. Yay, me.
yay!
I had pizza for dinner last night.
Look at all of the pizza
Pizza everywhere.
because it's delicious.
It's just-
Well, I do want to make sure I mention our fiber friend, our featured fiber friend, Tyga Hilliard.
Oh, yes.
Is this going to be our last episode with her, or do we? I think we've got one more. But you can use the code Lanois10 for 10% off any one pattern. And just below us here is the Ravelry whatchamathingy address. Oh, can we tell that I've worked today and words are hard? It's fine. It's fine.
I only worked a
everything's
half
fine.
day and words are hard.
Words are just hard. It's fine. Everything is fine. If only I had bonus actions to use at work.
It's true.
I agree with DB. It's a free action.
Yeah. Yeah, most people do say crying is a free action. That's okay. It's okay.
And cry on company time.
Yes.
They do not pay you outside of work. I use my nusa.
Yeah.
How exactly do you use your Nusa, Danny?
I use it to cry. I use it to cry. I was looking at this and I've realized I'm going to have to add like a ribbon border or something because it is just slightly not big enough. Like there's not going to be a whole lot of edge. I'm not sure I'm going to
It's
be able
fine.
to
To
get
hoop
it
it.
into a hoop. So I think I'm going to have to like add some ribbon and like make it a
So,
rectangular
Danny,
thing.
I think every time we do a cross stitch, you do that.
Yes, I do. Because
Yeah.
I estimate and I can't math very well anymore, which is stupid because I was the 6th grade math champion when I was in 5th grade. I used to be able to math really well. Ooh, potato.
Ooh, look at that big
Ooh,
potato.
Look at that tater pizza. It's flat, it's round, it's a tater pizza.
It looks very tasty.
Thank you. I like a little potato with my sour cream.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Now, but Danny, all of that math, that was all the way back in the 1900s, though, wasn't it?
Shut up, it was.
Oh,
Oh god, it was.
what are we talking about?
20th century.
We're old. We're fucking old.
20th century. Oh, yeah.
Numbers were different back then.
They were.
The millennium
Look,
the millennium
math was
happened and we
different
got new
back then.
numbers.
I can't do
it
the
was.
math.
Yeah. I've been learning all the new math with Blueberry.
Yeah. That's what happens when you have children.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I didn't have kids. I didn't want to have to learn different math. I'm happy with the
Yeah.
math I know. Because I
That's
recall my
fair.
parents complaining that my math was different than theirs. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think my parents helped me with math.
Oh.
I don't remember if mine did or not.
Mine did, but well, my dad did, but it got to the point where it was like it was past what he had done in school.
Yep.
Mhm.
That makes things a little bit
My
harder.
my dad had a degree in math, so he helped me with math.
My
Yeah.
dad was a business and theater major, and my mom didn't go to college, so
My dad was history and my mom was psych. So neither really math heavy.
then I went on to start in education and then went, fuck that, let's not do that. And then went into English, and now I work in nothing related to that. So,
Yep. That's how life goes.
Life is crazy.
Yep.
I am using my degree a little bit though right now because I'm doing things like writing, which I haven't actually done in a very long time. And I put I'm trying to make sure I'm like keeping my word count. So I'm like, oh, NaNoWriMo. I'm only writing a novella right now. That's all I want. So it's about 35,000 words, right? And I was like, you know what? I'll give myself a year. And I've already put in the numbers for like the past 3 days, and it's like, you'll be done with this on October 26th of 2023. And I went, no, I won't, NaNoWriMo. Stop lying to me.
Yeah.
You don't know my track record.
Look, I'm on a good streak. Just give it a couple of days. Give it a week or
Yeah.
two.
Tomorrow, probably not. But also, like, it's a huge project that a friend and I are doing together. So, like, right before I jumped onto this call, we were on a phone call at writing notes, making a timeline, because I was like, there's some complicated shit happening. And then I was like, oh, fuck, the fucking Zoom call.
It's fine.
Oh, I have to go play
I have to
D&D
do
with my
things.
friends.
No, I didn't realize how late it had gotten.
That happens.
And I'm very bad at knowing what time the show is, which is stupid.
Well, because it's a different time than our other shows.
Our other show.
Well, we'd still sometimes play the other one. Very rarely. But it's also a different time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're not very consistent around here. It's fine.
No. We are very consistent with 2 of our shows.
But in terms of like same time of night.
Oh, yeah.
We're all
No,
over
no,
the
no.
place. It just depends on the people who are playing. And that's
Also,
fine.
I'm currently
It's-
the chat can't see this, but I can see it. I'm looking at the white tub and just that fluorescent orange that I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with it, and why I bought it, no one knows.
We're going to do something Halloweeny with it.
What weight is it?
Worst, I think it is.
Worsted, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm doing granny squares. They're not granny squares, but they're like knitted squares that are dishcloths, but you can make them into a blanket, and they're Halloween themed. And the person that I was making it for, she really likes orange, and I was like, do you want this shade of orange or this shade of orange? And I had bought the 2 shades, and she's like, not that one. And I went, fair enough.
All right.
It was way more fluorescent than I thought it was going to be, and then I was like, oh, my eyes.
Yep.
Um
That's actually a really fun color to add to camo colors for baby things. I made a baby sweater that was like shades of olive, and then for the cuff and the hem and the button band, I used that bright neon orange, and the parents loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really
Yeah.
cute for little hats too, like the camo colored hat with a bright orange band.
Yeah.
Send your baby off
It's-
hunting in the woods. and you see
I
them.
know when you take your kid out hunting with you, you got to make sure that they're visible.
Look,
I don't like it.
there are places where some of us live that people do that sort of shit.
Oh,
And so,
I
you
know. I know. I used to live in those places too. Trust me. I don't live in those places now, thank God. There's other things that happen in the places that I live.
Oh,
Um,
goodness.
But no, it's still one of those things where I'm like, I am not buying any yarn when we go to SAF. It's not happening. I'm not doing it.
$10 says you will.
Nope. Mm-mm. So if I don't buy any, you're gonna give
I'll
me
give you $10.
$10?
Yep.
Okay.
But if you use it to buy yarn, you have to give it back.
You're right. You're right. Um,
There will
that
be yarn
weekend's gonna
purchase.
So I'll tell you what my downfall at SAF at any place I go to is because like I don't need any more yarn. I've got enough yarn to do all the projects that I want to do right now. Eventually I'll get more, whatever. But I always fall in love with the festival exclusive colorways that the different vendors have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
gonna
it's,
put blinders on my glasses. I'm not gonna be
uh,
able to see any of them. Yeah,
yeah,
what will
you know what I'll
happen
do? I'll be
is
like, hey, look, DB,
no, no, no,
look how
no.
pretty that is.
I'm just gonna be blindfolded with my hand on like Danny's shoulder because I don't trust Greg.
That's fair.
I'll
We'll just leave you with the sheep pens.
That's
Well,
fine. You'll listen. You'll just leave me in the corner while I do my job.
what I'll do is I'll drag you over to the fleeces, and you'll help me choose a fleece
Oh, okay.
because I'm
That's
gonna get a fleece.
I will help you choose whatever you want. But so I keep thinking because like things have been very there's just a lot going on at work. And have you ever seen those people that have like the desk that's connected to their body and their computer is on
Yes.
it? I just imagine that's me, a staff. Like I'm
No.
just like
Nope. If you start working, we're going to take turns pretending to be corporate Rachel and
Yeah. We'll just
corporate
we'll
DB,
just
sorry.
swap around. Yeah.
you can't be corporate.
oh,
I can totally be corporate you.
look.
No,
I
you
could
got-
put on a tie and be
You
all
actually-
fancy and professional.
you actually can't
Oh.
because you know me as the like sassy bitch that I am. I'm not that person because if I had, things would have been said and DB wouldn't have been fired this week.
Oh,
We'll just do an AI deep fake of you. It'll be fine.
oh, yeah. I do computer stuff. I could totally make that happen. That's not at all what I do, but I'll figure out a way.
Watch
Look.
a YouTube video.
The number of things that people have asked me to do this week, and one of the girls at work actually said, "You're a wizard, you'll figure it out." I'm like, oh. So even my people who don't know anything about D&D and this sort of shit still think I'm a wizard. Cool. I guess
As
I
you
know what
are,
my
Danny.
class
We
is.
all know that. We all know that if the classes were real in D&D, I would 1000% have sold my soul for magic.
Yes, you'd be a warlock, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be all up on that demon guy and be like, "Hey, I need to cause chaos. You in?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
And I'd just be walking
Great.
around collecting books. Yep, that sounds about right as I look over at the bookshelf
I-
over there. Yep.
I would be reading your books though. I'd be like, "Oh, cool." But yeah, no. If real world was if D&D was real world, the world would be on fire if DB had magic.
Wait, so now I have to ask Greg, what would your class be?
Bard, obviously. He's been very bardy.
He has been
I
very
think he-
bardy.
Yeah.
I think he picked really well. So the thing is I'd either be warlock or barbarian because I have enough pent up rage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. The like the trickster, not trickstery real, but yeah, the whole Barty thing has always spoken to me.
Okay.
So I when I chose it for this, because I know playing a bard is a little more difficult in some ways or whatever. It was when I thought this was going to be a one shot, and it was like,
Yeah. Oops.
I was like, I wasn't having to go to get deep into it, because I haven't played D&D since the 1900s, and so way
Stop
back
saying
in
it
the
like that.
1900s.
Sweet summer child. It's never just a one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Especially
yeah, so then
with
it was a two shot.
this group.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my, so I've been having so much fun, reading up on stuff outside of our sessions and learning more and everything. But yeah, the bards, when I played as a kid, I went to the wizards a lot because the magic is just so appealing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, E?
Peasant.
It's just a peasant.
He was
Not-
like,
not an
I
actual
got this.
class. Fuck this, I'm a commoner.
Yeah, I
He's like,
really don't know.
NPC.
You would be you would be the NPC we all dragged on an adventure together.
The one
with,
that we
though.
adopt and
They
Yeah.
they
Oh,
they
yes.
have been that NPC before for us when we were in
Yes.
the Beholder's Lair.
Yeah, yeah. We're like, oh, come here, sweet friend. And as a dragon rages behind us, and you're like,
You're like, here, have some of my breakfast meats.
Yeah.
everything's gonna be fine.
like some potato salad.
Yeah. Or pizza.
Yeah, no, it would definitely be barbarian or warlock.
Excellent. Well, on that note, I think we should take our break so that we can get all of our recording stuff set up, and I can try to find a place for my dog to be that is not on my lap.
Doggo. Yes.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so
Danny.
we'll be back in probably about 10-ish minutes. See you all then.
Bye.
hello, friends, and welcome back to episode 26 of Crits and Knits.
Look at us.
Does anyone want to summarize what happened last time?
Sure.
It's usually DB's job.
Maybe it wasn't here.
Yes.
We were in a bar and Nelitha left with some hot young thing.
She sure did.
And was never seen again.
Uh-huh.
Ever.
We were at a table with a dwarf family.
Yeah, Gabriel and his
Gabriel,
wife Linda.
Yeah,
Was it Linda?
and they told us how
Yeah.
their cart was destroyed by some random lightning in a big storm cloud on the road, and we recalled that we did not see such a thing on the main road. So we went out and took our little lie detector lady with us
Yes. It's,
and found just like a pile of ashes where the cart was supposed to be.
As one does.
Herder wrote a note back to Hespera.
Oh,
Yeah.
Telling her that he's cheating on her several times
No.
over.
No. Look, Herder is naturally friendly. People are drawn to him. Even when he rolls a 1 on persuasion, they are persuaded
In some
to
cases.
join him.
Yes.
And yes, so yes, Herder got Saritha the cleric to come with us, and she made him a little uncomfortable in the zone of truth when we got back to town.
That's right. And
Erasmus hung out with Gideon, or Gabriel rather, telling stories. Gabriel had heard of Erasmus before and his association with horses, and he's legendary. And so they were swapping stories while we went to go look for Gabe's wagon.
you did determine that it was definitely necromantic magic that happened out there.
Yes.
Saritha did some pretty big magic out there. I think Isolt picked up on just how powerful the thing was that she did, but I'm not sure if anyone else realized it. And you got back that evening, and Nelitha was still not there. You spoke to the bartender, and the bartender had suggested that you try visiting the magistrate.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
feeling good about things, huh? Nothing could have
Always.
possibly gone wrong.
No.
But we are going to jump back in time just a little bit.
Doodaloo.
Can we do the wavies?
To the
I love that we all did that.
I've never even seen that show or movie.
but you still know
I just
it.
know it from the Greatest Generation podcast,
Ah,
which is about Star Trek and not doodle-doo.
Not Wayne's World.
Yeah.
that's fine. The important thing is that we all knew it.
Weirdly enough, saw people cosplaying as those characters at Dragon Con.
Yep, that happens.
Yeah.
So we are rewinding back to the previous afternoon when you first arrived at the pub, and Nelitha, you had settled in at a table in the back, and you overheard this fellow, Gabriel, talking about the storm and the lightning and all of the things happening out between here and Pennycross. And you were getting settled in to have a good listen and see what you could find out, when this rather handsome young human man comes up to you and sits down at the table beside you.
Beside me, not like across from me.
Beside you.
Interesting. I shift away from him a bit.
New in town, are you?
Oh, just arrived, actually.
Been here before?
No, never.
You sure about that?
I think I would remember a place like this.
One would think. And he pulls something from his pocket and lays it down on the table, and then lifts his hand a little bit. And it is very clearly the badge of a lawman. And he puts his hand back down on it and puts it back in his pocket. You sure you've not been in town before? Perhaps traveling through, making some purchases?
Never.
Perhaps purchasing a ring?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
He very pointedly looks at the neck of your shirt, and there's the spot where something would be hanging off a chain around your neck, and looks there. You want to try answering that again?
I... What do you want?
I have some questions for you. How about the
Ask
item
away.
that you have?
I have many items, actually.
I would like to ask about the one that is calling to me like a beacon. But I think perhaps this is not the location to have this conversation.
I glance around. And where would you like to have this conversation?
There's a place in town.
A jail cell.
No, I don't work within the law. Not like that.
Interesting. So the badge is real? Actually, would I be able to have seen it enough? Is it real?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. How is my insight? Okay.
I love the insight song.
18.
Yes, it is real.
You don't work within the law. Did you steal that then?
I don't work within the law for all of my jobs.
Interesting. Right, lead the way.
Lovely. And he begins leading you out of the bar.
I down my drink first.
And Isolde catches sight of you leaving. And as you're on your way out the door, you point out the gentleman telling stories in the back. She gives you a nod and a bit of a look. And the man turns around and looks at you, raises an eyebrow.
I don't make it look like I'm actually doing anything. I don't want him to know that I am with people. Just keep following him out.
All right. He leads you out of the pub and...
Pretending to limp to make it look like I am just a feeble old woman.
All right. Give me a performance check.
Okay. 18.
Okay. As you step outside, he pauses and do you need some assistance? And offers you his arm.
Oh, that's very kind, but I'll be okay.
You're sure?
Yeah.
We're not going too far. There's a place just down the street here. And he takes you down the main street of town. And you get to the town square. You see the mayor's building. It's probably where the mayor lives, but also where all the government stuff happens. And
The White House.
the equivalent thereof, yes. And beside that is the magistrate. And beside that is, well, it's just a door. A little bit further down, there are some shops and things, but this door between the magistrate and the next set of shops, the wall is continuous between the magistrate's building and the next set of shops, and this door is just sort of in the middle of it. There's nothing announcing it. There is no signage. There is nothing special about it.
No thieves can't around or anything like that.
Absolutely nothing.
While we were walking, was anybody watching us?
Roll me a perception.
24.
You don't notice anyone watching you. Occasionally, you did see a couple of people giving this gentleman a once-over. I'm not sure if he's what you're into, but you can see the appeal for some people.
Just so everybody is aware, Nalitha is into everything.
All right. So yes, you can see the appeal and why people might be looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure how devoted you are to the Fire Genasi back home.
Listen.
All right. So perhaps Nelitha is appreciating him as well.
Do he got the booty?
Oh yes.
She's behind him.
He is wearing a very flattering pair of leather pants. So
Oh, leather in this heat.
the sacrifices one makes for fashion.
Look, I'm just going to jump in and say Herder is offended at the at the comments that Nelitha was throwing his way earlier.
You don't know her relationship with the Fire Genasi. They may not be exclusive.
And you don't know any of this is happening.
Yeah, I know. If Herder, okay, fine. Greg is offended.
Greg can be offended all he wants.
All right.
Yes.
So he takes you to this door, turns to look at you,
Mm-hmm.
and then glances around to see if anyone else is paying attention, and holds his hand above the knob as if to turn it, but doesn't actually make contact with it. And the door opens.
Last time I was in town, did I know this door was there?
Roll me a history check.
History 14.
It doesn't seem familiar to you, but you had done your best to avoid the area around the magistrate.
Fair enough.
He holds the door open and gestures for you to step inside.
I go in.
All right. He steps in behind you and closes the door, and his hand hovers above the doorknob once again. And he turns around and makes a little flicking motion with his fingers, and several little lights appear in the room. It's a very plain room. Wooden walls, nothing fancy, no windows, just the one door, and a table and 2 chairs in the middle of the room.
Interrogation, then.
You could call it that. That just sounds so messy, though. I just have a few questions.
Ask away.
The ring you wear, where did you get it?
Picked it up here or there. Not really sure mine's going.
Right, yes. What do you know about this ring you have?
It's an artifact.
Indeed. Have you used it?
No.
What can you tell me about Abram Zinketa?
Abram Sanketa. Not heard that name before, ever.
Roll me a deception check.
21.
He gives you a hard stare. You're sure about that?
Pretty sure, but like I said, my mind is going.
Mm-hmm. What about the vendor A to Z Goods?
Terrible name for a vendor, that's for sure.
Well, no one ever called Abram particularly creative.
I don't know anybody by that vendor.
I'd like to see the ring, please.
Why?
To verify.
You just told me that it was like a beacon to you, so you know what it is.
Still like to lay my eyes on it.
She'll pull the chain out and hold it up, but not let him get any closer than that.
He sort of blinks and leans back. Right.
Got the magic eyes, do you?
That particular artifact is something that affects me, we'll say.
Interesting. How so? I put it away.
It's very bright.
Very shiny, too. Probably worth a lot of money.
And remind me, how did you acquire it? Picking up here and there?
Who knows? A friend gave it to me. I bought it in a shop. Like I said, my
Goods,
mind is
perhaps?
going. Like I said, I don't know who that is.
He leans back in his chair. All right.
Nalitha has not sat down. She is standing with her back against the opposite wall of him.
You might want to get comfortable. Might be here for a bit.
Don't worry about me.
Old bones and all, that limp of yours.
Yes, yes. My frail old body.
Roll another deception check.
Deception? I'm gonna use a luck.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. 27.
He gives you a suspicious look, but lets it slide. So you've never heard of Abram Sanketa?
No.
All right. And you've not been to
A to
town
Z
before.
Goods.
Yep.
No, I've never been to town before.
I would like you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Okay. What's the DC, Danny?
Tell me what you rolled.
Am I being charmed?
Mm-hmm.
I can't be charmed.
Oh,
I have advantage against being charmed.
okay.
So. Natural 20.
All right.
So 24.
He sighs. You're not going to make this easy, are you?
What fun is that?
Right. He stands up. walks to the door, and leaves.
Who are you to the man you keep talking about?
He closes the door behind him.
So much for answers for answers. And there's no windows in here.
No windows.
Is there a window in the door at all?
No. It is a solid door.
Okay. Sit down in the chair. Kind of just look around. Is there a lock in the door?
Roll me investigation.
25.
There is no lock.
And the door is locked, right? It won't move anyway.
It will not move.
Okay.
In fact, with the 25, when you try to touch the doorknob, it is not there.
Oh. Fun. Okay. I'll wait.
Okay. Do you do anything in particular while you're waiting?
I fiddle with a coin that's in my hand. Probably just sit there and wait.
Did you bring your knitting with you?
Always.
What are you working on?
The never-ending scarf. Might as well give her the same thing I have. But it's much longer than mine. It just comes out of the bag of holding. It just keeps coming out.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Okay. You get several inches of knitting done before this gentleman comes back.
I see out the door.
Briefly.
When he walks in. Okay. It's fine for now.
All right. He sits down again. You've got a project, I see.
Never go home without one. And a book.
Oh. Well, I suppose leaving you to stew then isn't all that effective, is it?
Yeah, I've been kept in worse places than this.
I'll ask you again. Are you familiar with Abram Zenkota? Zenketa.
And I'll ask you again, what is he to you?
He was a friend.
Was, past tense.
Yes.
My condolences.
You assume he's gone?
You said was. Usually people don't speak about somebody in the past tense unless they are dead.
Or dead to me.
Or dead to you. Still, condolences.
I'm going to ask you about another name.
All right.
The Temnota. You can roll me a history check.
Okay. 14.
That is good enough.
Oh, thank goodness.
You are familiar with this organization.
Oh. How familiar, Danny?
You didn't realize
Ah.
who you were working for at the time, but you completed a job for the Temnota.
I have heard of them once or twice.
And do you have any feelings towards them? Any opinions of them?
opinions. At my age, not really.
At your age, I'm sure you're nothing but opinions.
Oh,
All right.
I have not heard that name in a long time.
We'll try another. The Argia. Go ahead and roll a history on that one.
Okay. 11.
You think it's vaguely familiar.
Who is that? Or they, or it, or your horse, maybe?
The Argia are opposed to the Temnota.
I don't know how any of this has to do with me.
Well, you are carrying the artifact of a rather powerful member of the Argia.
Ooh. Exciting.
You are just not helpful at all, are you?
You accuse me of you're holding me without really accusing me of anything.
True enough.
Throwing names out there. Am I being arrested?
Not at this time, no.
Is this part of your outside of your law job? Are you a part of one of those organizations?
I am.
Which one?
He gestures, and a few more lights fill the room. My apologies, madam. I have not properly introduced myself. And he stands up, draws himself up to his full height, straightens up, maybe flexing a little bit to demonstrate how well he fills out his shirt. Gives a slight bow. My name is Hallan Danos, and I am a member of the Argia.
Danny, the Argia.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the ones that I was working for.
No.
Okay.
The Temnota are the
yes.
ones you worked for.
Ooh, rather impressive. How high up in that organization are you? She is nonchalant, sitting back in her chair. She don't give a fuck about how impressive he may be.
High enough that I've been entrusted to be aware of this artifact if it should return to the walls of the city.
Interesting.
That's all you have to say. Not curious at all, no questions about this artifact or what it might do or why I might want it or any of that?
I assume that anybody who wants the artifact wants to use it.
Interesting. Do you believe its previous owner wanted to use it?
I don't know the previous owner.
Are you aware of what it does?
To an extent.
For the listeners at home, tell us what you're aware of that it does.
Danny, I don't know what... Nalitha's a liar.
Okay.
But also, you and I didn't discuss what it did, so...
It can do whatever you want it to.
I know that it has great power. Power that could be used for either harm or good. I have done neither with it. I have only held it.
Do you believe you could defend the artifact from someone who desired it?
I think I've done a pretty damn good job of defending the artifact.
And yet I was aware of it the moment you walked into the city.
And yet you haven't taken it off of me. You're aware of it. But I've had it for 20 years. And it has never left my possession.
Where do your travels take you, my friend?
Here and there.
Specifically now.
Here and there.
All right. Are you hungry?
I'm all right.
Thirsty?
Not particularly.
Right. Well, you're not being particularly helpful to me.
I don't have to be. I'm not being arrested.
Well, you are in possession of a stolen item. So, under the laws of the magistrate, I do hereby place you under arrest. And he stands up and walks around the table to bind Nelitha's hands.
In front or behind?
Behind.
Okay.
If you do not willingly return the stolen property, we will proceed to the magistrate, where you will spend the evening in jail, and we will resume our discussions tomorrow.
I will not be returning it to you.
All right. And he's going to, rather gently, because he believes he's working with an old woman here, start leading you
Bird
towards the door.
bones.
All right. Okay.
Are you doing anything in particular? You're just letting him take you next door?
Waiting for the door to open.
He opens the door.
I misty step 30 feet away.
Ooh.
And then I run.
All right. I would like you to make me an athletics check. And keep in mind that you have your deficiencies for being an elderly person.
I don't remember what those are, but thank you. Does it have to be athletics?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it at disadvantage because her hands are bound behind her back?
Shut the fuck up, Greg.
I believe you have a disadvantage because of a bad knee.
All right. Not natural.
Well, his 28 can catch up to you.
Even if I double dash?
He can do the same.
Oh, good. This is great. Okay.
And he will link his arm through yours.
Can I use my cunning action to have dashed more?
You can.
So
Roll me another athletics.
natural 20. Oh, it's
Okay.
at disadvantage. Fuck.
Yep.
20, not natural. I keep rolling 20 and
Okay.
19.
So you have. Are you continuing to run, I assume?
Yeah.
This dice likes the 18s. Yeah, he is able to catch up with you again.
What means?
Friend, I suggest you stop.
Firebolt.
On him?
On him.
Okay. What does he have to do there?
Oh, it's not him. It's me, baby.
Okay.
Uh, 24 to hit.
That hits.
And we're gonna do some fire damage. I'm really just trying to distract him enough to get away.
I love Nelitha right now.
Everybody loves Nelitha
I
right
didn't
now.
ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
Well, it's firebolt. It's not fireball. So
Mm-hmm.
And they're outside now, right?
29. Yes.
Yeah.
29. He doesn't like that.
No.
Roll me a perception.
Perception. 23.
Well, you see 4 city guards begin running towards you.
Cool. I'm going to. You know that thing that people can do where they jump and put their arms like from behind them?
Uh-huh.
Nelitha's gonna do that.
Roll me an athletics.
Isn't the acrobatics?
Okay, Grandma.
Okay, fine. Acrobatics, but it's still with disadvantage because
That's okay.
you're busted.
Acrobatics is a plus 12, baby. Um, 28.
All right, you're able to get the bonds in front of you.
Great. She's gonna run up a wall and get to the roof of one of the buildings.
Roll me an athletics.
Okay. 19.
At disadvantage.
It's still, I rolled at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your AC?
16.
This is
4.
like watching a chess match.
4 of the city guards hit you
Okay. That's fine.
with.
Oh, they have a disadvantage. Nope.
Why
They
do
have disadvantage because I have the cloak of displacement, baby.
Okay. Well, that one still hits.
That's fine.
That one still hits.
Whatever.
And that one still hits. So 3 of them still hit you.
Okay.
Where is my damage on that? Where did it go? Character not ready. Stop. Sorry, this is taking me a moment because
You're fine.
things are not where I left them.
It's seriously like watching chess. In a good way. I mean, some people might not like to watch chess, but it is.
It's all right.
Yeah. Strategies and tactics.
Oh, goodness. Sorry.
Like a double switch in baseball in the National League before the designated hitter was universal.
There we go. This one's going to have it.
And provide horrible running commentary all night long.
Okay.
attempting to climb the walls with her bird bones. Lilith.
So that is 8 plus 5 and
Numbers. I love numbers.
39 points of damage.
All right.
And there we go. Okay. So you're on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
You're not very subtle.
That's fine. I'm running.
Roll me another perception check.
Okay. 22. I don't know why I couldn't add 11 and 11.
All right. You see more guards.
Perfect. Okay.
A lot more.
Okay.
Like 15 more.
Okay.
It seems that everyone in the downtown area spotted your firebolt. And, they're a little suspicious.
Cool. I am going to keep running and also avoid them as much as I can.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity save.
That is a 19.
Okay. Your speed is now halved.
Okay. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm gonna click the Boots of Haste.
Okay.
So I believe my speed is probably the same thing. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, it doubles my walking speed, so I'm backed up to 30.
Okay. I need you to make a strength save, please.
Oh, Jesus, a strength save?
And I believe this is also at disadvantage.
Sure. Okay. That is a 16.
You are restrained by a net of starlight.
Oh, fuck. Is this something I can cut through?
No, it is a magical effect.
Shit.
The city guards begin scaling the roof, or scaling the building.
Is it completely holding me, or is it just, like, on me?
You are restrained, so
I can't move?
No.
All right.
On your turn, you can make another strength save.
Okay.
So they have all moved closer.
Okay. 17.
All right. You break the restraint. You do take...
That's fine.
3 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, perfect. Okay. I'm gonna scramble back up. Okay.
That is all you can do on your turn, is try to break the...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you can
All right.
do something else while you're restrained.
Firebolt? Technically?
Okay. Which of the 15 city guards or
Not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
all right.
Okay.
On this turn, they are able to reach you.
Cool beans. Gonna. I don't want to kill any of them.
You do have the option to surrender.
Who's gonna do that?
I don't know, somebody who's got 15 city guards surrounding her?
It's fine. Surrounding. Come on. Let's see. So they're gonna try and grab me. I'm going to disengage. Are they actually like around me?
Essentially.
Or are they like a
Oh, they're coming from all different directions.
shit. Is there an opening at all, Danny?
Yes.
Okay.
Make me a dexterity check to see if you can get between them.
Okay. Just a check, not like a saving throw or acrobatics
check.
or anything. Okay. Okay. Dexterity. Okay. 22.
You can find a spot that you can slip through.
Okay. Gonna do that. Gonna run, dash. Soon as I see a place. This city isn't near water, right? Is there a river in the city?
Not-
Is there anything like that?
Not downtown.
Right. I'm trying to get away from downtown as much as possible. We're doing Assassin's Creed rules. Just I'm running. I'm running as
Okay.
fast as I can out of there.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. 24.
Okay. You notice there are fewer guards following you at this point.
Okay. I don't like that.
You're still running?
Yeah.
They are also running.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Is there any place that I could like slip into and then try and disappear into, like, as I like, is there a place that I could drop down and basically start disappearing through the streets? A crowd coming through.
There's not a lot of crowd, but if you are trying to leave downtown, you're going to be getting to more of a residential area
Okay.
where there are spaces between some of the homes and narrower roads than there were. So you can give me another sleight of hand to see if you can disappear.
29.
Okay. You only see a handful of guards following you now.
Keep going until I can lose them.
Roll me another sleight of hand.
25.
As you look behind you, you don't notice them following you anymore.
Okay. Keeping an eye out for that big bitch, though, because he can...
It's getting dark now.
Shit.
Definitely into the evening.
I'm sending stones. Is that a thing we did? I think we did. And the
Yeah,
last
Zolt has the
one.
other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tucked away in her bag. She's gone to take a long rest. Because you didn't contact them last time, so we can't retcon that.
No, that's fine. It makes sense. It makes sense. All right. Do I know of an old thieves' hideout?
Roll me a history check.
22.
Yeah, you had spent some time here at Glimmerhold, and
Mm-hmm.
it takes you some time to get back to it. It's been a while since you've spent any amount of time in town, because someone would have found you apparently before that if you had. So it's been a good amount of time, but you were able to find the safe house, for lack of a better word.
Okay. Do all the things that I need to do to get into it without triggering anything.
Mm-hmm.
Get inside. Take the necklace off, drop it into the bag of holding so that maybe that dimension pocket would make it less noticeable to the dude.
Okay.
Pull a dagger out from my boot and shove it into the fucking table and try and cut through these restraints.
The safe house that you've walked into.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. God damn it.
Roll me a perception.
Oh, no, Danny. 22 again, sorry.
Okay. You were a little distracted as you were getting all of this in place. But as you have driven a dagger into the table and start trying to saw at your bonds, you hear a clearing of a throat from the other side of the room.
Hello.
You know a wizard who'll fix that table for you?
I have money that I could give you.
Right.
Last I checked, this was my safe house, though.
It's cute that you think that this is a safe house.
Well, it was last time.
Did you read the thieves' cant outside the door?
I was a little busy.
Right. Well, if you'd like a hand undoing that rope, I could probably be a little faster than sawing through it with that dagger of yours.
And who are you?
This person steps out into the light. It's a tiefling. Red skin.
Okay.
Very bright yellow eyes.
Do I know this bitch?
Roll me a history check.
All right. 17.
Okay. You said it's been 20 years since you were last in town?
Maybe.
Give or take?
Yeah. Since the job, basically.
There's something familiar about them, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Mm.
You gonna let me help, or you just gonna...
I hold out my hands.
Alright.
You didn't answer my question, though. Who are you?
Sri.
Sri?
Sri.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. And they come over
Sri
and...
Racha?
They come over and quickly undo the ropes that are holding your wrists together. It's a nice rope. You might want to hang on to it now that it's not all tore up by your dagger.
What?
Or not, I don't know. Your call.
Is he a young man? Old man.
They are indeterminate. Definitely not a kid,
Okay.
but not super old. You don't think that they would be welcome in Pennycross yet, but they look like they've lived a hard life.
Hmm.
There's a room upstairs with several bunks if you need to crash. Table here is, well, it's got a knife in it now, but
She pulls the dagger out.
thank you. I've got a stocked up bar over in the corner here. Figure if you're here, you're probably up for a drink.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you choose what you want. If you're in here, you're probably not the kind who'll trust a drink someone else pours for you.
No, not at all. I'll grab one of the bottles and like take a sniff to make sure it's not poisoned.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Let's see what you can tell from
Okay.
that.
20.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Okay. Keep an eye on him. Them, sorry.
Right, so I'm gonna head upstairs.
All
I'm
right.
getting tired.
Have a good night.
I will be warding my bed, so please don't try to stab me in my sleep, and I will not stab you either.
Sounds like a plan.
You know, it's the whole concept of a safe house. We're supposed to be safe
Oh
here.
yes. Definitely. Who runs this one now?
Me.
Who are you with?
No one in particular. I got allies throughout the city.
Hmm.
You with someone in particular?
Just a retired person coming through town.
Right. Looking for a safe house. Sure you're actually retired?
I was. But then a dragon and undead and now necromancy has pulled me out of retirement.
You know, that sounds like a story. I could be convinced to share a drink if you feel like sharing. Or I could go to bed. No.
I could be persuaded.
Well, bar is yours.
I'll grab a couple of glasses. Grab the bottle that I had taken the shot from. And
All
sit
right.
down at the table. Put some coin over the mark that I put in the table.
They smile at you. Appreciate that.
And I tell them
Lots.
them about everything that happened in Pennycross without naming the town.
Do you tell them about the wizard statue that Erasmus wished into being in the
Yes. 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 1000% yes.
So, you off to fight some wizards?
It would seem so, wouldn't it?
Does kind of sound like it. You and your
Yeah.
friends got some
Wrens.
cohort? Companions? Traveling
Neighbors.
neighbors? You and your neighbors have some, have an interesting life going on there.
Supposed to be retired.
Yeah, well, retirement, turns out it's not all it's cut out to be.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of drink for me and a lot of story to process. So
Have a good night.
Good night. If you leave, lock the place up. If you want to come to bed, like I said, plenty of bunks up there. Don't stab me, I won't stab you.
I only need 4 hours and then I'll be out of your hair.
Sounds good.
I'll stay at the table for the night.
Okay.
4 hours are up, I will slip out to leave Saf. Saf?
Sri.
Seth. Sri. Sorry, I have Saf on my mind, apparently. Sri, to sleep upstairs, but make sure, like, all the traps that they had before are put back into place, just in case the guard shows up.
Hold
on.
to...
I peek my head out before I do fucking anything.
Before you wake up, you're doing your 4 hours of trance. I would like you to roll a perception check.
God damn it, Danny. 28.
Okay. You hear the sound of the door opening. Of the door opening properly, indicating that it is someone who is aware of this safe house and knows what they're doing.
Can I slip behind the bar?
Okay. You see Holland come in.
Who? Wait, the guy, the fucking guy? God damn it!
And, all right. Pretty sure you're here. And that means I'm pretty sure we're on the same side. I'll answer your questions.
No, Nolitha pops up from behind the bar and is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He sits down. Talking about a lot of things.
Apparently.
But if you're here, you're one of the good ones. Relatively.
Good. Very funny.
How about this? You're not one of the bad ones. If you were Toyota, you wouldn't be here.
You're right. I am not one of them. And I will answer your questions.
Let's sit down.
Question for question, I sit.
You can go first. Show good faith.
You said that the man that had the artifact before was just a friend.
That's the easiest way to describe him. That's what I call him in front of strangers. He was more than that.
What did you call him? Not in front of strangers.
Friend, uncle, mentor. He was a lot of things to me.
So you know who I am, then?
I have my suspicions.
Yeah, because it seems like no one has ever asked my name.
And that will be my first question. What is your name?
What did I go by when I was here?
One of those, I see. Lovely.
It's part of the game, the job, all of it.
True enough.
My name now is Nolitha.
Nolitha. Is that what you prefer for me to call you?
Sure.
Pleasure to meet you, Nolitha.
I am sorry about your uncle.
Your turn. I won't press my luck, unless you'd like me to. I'd be happy. I have a million questions.
That's fair. So you're a member of a thieves guild?
Among others, yes.
And working for the city?
Yes.
How did that work out? How does that work out in general?
It's a bit of a challenge keeping my two lives separate.
Would seem like it.
We also have a few highly placed members in the magistrate that can arrange for certain instances to be overlooked.
City's changed then.
It does that when you flush out the evil. Try to, anyway. We can keep the bad. Keeps it fun. Gives me something to do.
A righteous thief?
You've heard stories of those, haven't you?
Mm.
You've been one of those, haven't you?
No.
Right. So you are familiar with Abrams and Keta. How?
I am. Only briefly.
He waits.
Did he say how? I did
Yeah,
not
he said
catch
how.
that. Okay. I was tasked with a job. I'm a person with a decent set of skill sets. He was
A job.
yes. The only job that I've ever actually regretted.
I think that makes me feel a little better.
If I had known what he was carrying, I would not have taken the job. But it would not have been me who killed him to get it. The next person would have given the artifact over and
Things would be different.
gotten their money. They didn't. It wasn't cheap. They were offering quite a bit of gold.
Oh,
But
yes.
that person might also not be alive as well.
Yes, you certainly would not have remained alive after the job.
Yeah.
Perhaps you would have. I see that you are alive now, so.
Did you expect your gods to kill me?
Oh, no, I expected that the Tonoto would have had you killed after not giving them the artifact, so. Got some skills. The guards are getting better, but.
Self-preservation, darling.
Right, your turn.
My turn. So I'm assuming you know the tiefling that lives here then too?
Sri? Yes. They're quite lovely.
Yeah. How did you two meet?
Well, it's a little complicated.
Isn't it always?
We met on a job. We dated for a bit. Things didn't quite gel. And when they wanted out, I set them up here.
So they just live here?
Well, they
But-
maintain the place.
Protector of wandering thieves and assassins and all that?
Essentially. My turn. Where are you going?
I am heading to the wizard school.
Roll me a perception.
Great. 21.
You see him react to that before he
Ooh.
speaks. You cannot go there with that artifact.
My turn. Why?
Because someone there wants it.
Do you know who this someone is?
I know it as a professor. I haven't been given a name. I know he's affiliated with the Temnota. And he cannot have this.
Do I remember the person who hired me? Do I have a name for that person?
Roll me a history check.
Natural 20.
You know that the name he gave you was Gregor.
Probably doesn't help, but I was given a name of Gregor.
That name means nothing to me, unfortunately.
I pull out one of the drawings from the artists who were sketching the fucking statue, and I show him this. Does this look familiar to you?
It's the headmaster of the school.
Do you have a name for him?
I'm sure I do, somewhere in my notes.
Don't mind, we'll wait.
Might be waiting a while.
Dwarf.
There's the kobold's name. There's the dragon's name. Yeah, that's the Archmage Tebin.
Tebin.
Tebin. Tebin.
Hmm. So do I have a story for you?
All right.
I am an old woman. Should be retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
I live in the retirement community of Pennycross. A stay for now. It probably will not last. Nothing ever does.
Indeed.
We have had necromantic issues there. Somebody graphing skin onto other things. Raising a beholder. Raising the dead.
Right.
A very interesting neighbor of mine wished this man, an image of this man, into the middle of our village.
Interesting.
Yeah. What does this artifact actually do?
It grants a great deal of power. My understanding is that it has power over the dead. I can provide a safe place for it here.
Can you guarantee that?
I would stake my life on it. And I will return it to you when you return to town.
Interesting. Why?
For 20 years, you have protected it. I ask only that when your time comes, you make arrangements for it to be returned to me. Well, you're an elf, so probably one of my children, or someone that I would designate. We'll have discussions.
I am very old.
Are you?
Yes.
You don't look that old. For an elf.
Great skincare.
But you cannot take that to the school.
Is he a part of the Tebin?
Tebin? I don't believe the headmaster is part of the Temnota. If he
Temnota.
is, he is not made it even remotely.
Why would he?
Well, I suppose so. I am not aware of him being a member of the Temnota.
Do you know any of the members of them? Any names that you could give me just in case?
Sure. And he'll start writing a few things down. The two of you are going to be here for quite some time. Quite some time. There's a lot of information exchanged.
Who knows how much of it is true from Nilitha?
He is hoping that it is. He is trusting you with this and giving you quite a bit of detail about this this group, this organization, which I will share later so that you'll have it for next time and have this information that you can share with your companions if you so choose.
Maybe.
Do you choose to leave the item with him?
Yes.
All right.
With a single threat. If this gets him killed, she will figure out a way to bring him back and kill him again.
He pulls something from a bag of holding.
Gotta love those.
It's a flask, about yay big. And inside is a shimmering pink liquid. Will you trust me?
Sure.
Oh, no, Aladdin.
He passes you the vial.
Okay, look at it.
Drink it.
What is it?
It's a connection.
How much of a connection?
Sufficient.
That's not the answer I was looking for. She drinks it. What does it do?
As you swallow, you feel like a wave of magic wash over you. And when you look back towards him, and he's holding the ring on the chain, the ring is glowing like a fucking beacon. It is blindingly bright. He covers it with his hand, and it's still blindingly bright. And you can feel that it is right across from you. If anything happens to me, you'll still be able to find it.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to kill you again.
Eh.
Where did you get this pink bullshit that does this? And it's only to that item?
It is only to this item.
And now forever, if I have it in my possession, I'll just turn around and go, oh, light.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Fucking warning next time, Jesus.
Right. Well, unfortunately, it was something that Ebram brewed up himself. That's why it's a small amount. There's not a whole lot of it left. We do have a spell book to create more, but I'll wait until you're back.
How many of us can do that? Is this gonna wear off, or will I just be able to, like, look to the city and see a beacon of light?
It fades with distance.
Okay.
I wasn't able to see it until you came back into town.
Fair enough.
It's about a 20-mile radius, give or take.
Jesus.
Abram was a rather powerful mage. You got
She
very
does not.
lucky.
She does not say what she was gonna say, but in Nelitha's head, she was like, easy to kill.
You know, magician's very squishy. Right.
I'm good at my job.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
I drank mine 20 years ago. Still working, so.
How old was you then?
Fairly young. Fairly young. Right. Well, you might want to rest up.
Oh, I'm rested.
He interrupted your rest.
Oh, damn. Will I be able to get back to that bar or?
Oh yeah, I can take you there.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm with the magistrate. We've got some high rankers.
How are you going to explain all this?
Oh, it wasn't you.
I pull out the hat of disguise and put it on. Does this help?
That makes
She
it
looks
even easier.
She looks completely different.
That is fantastic. Right, let's head on back to your bar.
Sounds like a plan.
And he will escort you back through town so that it's a little bit faster than you trying to figure it out from where you are after that panicked run. And you get back to the bar. And he leaves you at the door. You head inside.
Yep.
And you do see that Erasmus is sitting at the back table with Gabriel. You can hear them as you come in.
Oh, Lord, they need to sleep.
And I'm sure you've chosen a table not next to them.
Yeah.
In your disguise.
Yeah.
And you have a drink. And a little while later, you see Isolt and Herder and Owen come in and start talking to the bartender. And that is where we're going to leave it tonight. So, Nelith lore, fun times.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing unexpected there. Nothing new. No.
Yeah,
Ever.
I'm still more frightened of her than ever.
You should be.
And now she's vaguely blinded, but that's fine.
Only when that thing is apparently feet in front of me. Which is going to be real hard to protect it later when it's back around her neck.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. And hopefully that was entertaining for everyone. We will be back in 2 weeks' time, where hopefully we will get the whole party reunited. And I will have some lore for Nelitha to share if she so chooses. Or
Will
not.
she? Won't she? Who knows?
Probably not.
I'm not worried too much about having to get the stuff done because she's not going to share it. It's fine.
I suspect she'll share lore, but it won't be what you share with her.
That is a possibility as well. What else have we got coming up? Does anyone else have things to promote?
Oh, I don't have it with me.
Oh,
But
right.
the official
book?
Disney Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas guide to knitting Halloween Town and Christmas. There's a lot of words in this book, but the Nightmare Before Christmas knitting book comes out in 2 weeks from yesterday. So, and I have a pattern in there, and that's all I'm allowed to say so far because Disney has embargoed it, and we can't talk about the interiors. Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's exciting. But
Eh.
know that in 2 weeks, wait, 2 weeks. So it'll come out the day before the episode.
Day before the episode. Yeah,
So
so I'll be able to show the
You can
interiors
show
then.
it on the
Yay.
episode.
Yeah.
And we'll have plans to talk about then too.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And then DB.
On the 29th, it's a Friday, not a normal day for most of our shows. Danny and I will be celebrating 3 years of That's Pretty Crafty,
Ooh, yay.
where we will be hanging out. I will be talking stats that
A little
have
scared.
happened through the
Oh,
years.
goodness.
We'll talk about our favorite projects. Maybe we'll see if you guys can force us to do a project while we're streaming. All of that jazz. So come hang out with us and celebrate 3
Yay.
years.
3 years.
And I blame That's Pretty Crafty for my resurgence in cross
You
stitching.
should.
Excellent.
You should.
Anything
yeah.
else? Are we good?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you all again for joining us, and we will be back in 2 weeks. So until then, find my
Bye.
landing screen. See you all later. Bye.
Bye.